Well, it is quite an open map, so I guess if you're not playing on the forest side, aggressive play is certainly possible, which I think Felkon is known for, right?
Right. Okay. I know you want to go over the Empire, so take it away,
Yeah,
Achilles.
yeah, 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 yeah. So we have 3 Pistoliers. We have the Demigryph Knights with Halberds and the Art of War Demigryph Knights. As for infantry, Flagellants. Interesting. At least 2 of them as... yeah, my eyes do not deceive me. 2 Flagellants. We also have the Sigmar Sons, the Art of War Swordsmen, 3 Spearmen, 4 Spearmen, 5 Spearmen. And for his general, I am looking as he is positioning his army. Actually, we do have a warrior priest with the Shield of Wraith, the Soulfire, and the Hammer of Sigmar. I saw a caster, but I lost her. Where is she?
It's a
There we
man.
go. It's a man.
Yes.
It's yeah.
He's in the spears in the forest.
Yeah, yeah. I see him. He's he has Lord of Life, Earthblood, and Regrowth. And then as general we have... Where's the general now? Ah, yeah, I
It's
see him now.
Volkmar.
It's Volkmar on his Volkswagen, so Kafka will be very happy in the chat to see him.
Do not forget the warrior priest in the back.
I think I mentioned the warrior priest.
And these poor horses, man. These are the strongest horses in Warhammer. Like a metal coat on, they have to carry the weight of 2 people and this huge chariot. And they still get up to 50 speed somehow. Quite amazing. Yeah, Prince. He has the 3 trap build, 3 poison archers as well. Questing knights behind that, 2 of them. Plus 2 knights of the realm, and your typical frontline of peasant mobs. Up in the skies, we have Luen Leon Kerr. With all the bells and whistles, the healing, even the shield. Stand your ground. Beloved Son of Bretonia. Of course, yeah, Foe Seeker, some speed and vigor. We have the Damsel with the Flock of Doom. And a Manticore summon. So I think Felkon likes you, Achilles, because he's picking Empire and he's moving up through the forest. As you were suggesting earlier.
So, PrussianPrince first targeting... Well, he's targeting the Flagellants with the Trebuchet, or at least one of them, but I don't know if it's a thing you want to target.
Well, ideally you would be shooting the Demigryphs, but Felkon knows that, so he's moving it up through the forest, and at least one trap, and kinda the trap in the middle as well, are not in position to shoot them. I don't think he can even see them at this point, so that's pretty big for Felkon, because he's gonna collapse on this right flank, you know, as he does. It's kind of a trademark play from him. And if he can start that demi engagement, or any of his demis get sniped by the traps, then he's gonna be pretty happy.
You know, PrussianPrince is actually mirroring that movement as Felkon is crashing down on his right flank. So is Prince doing on Falcon's right flank.
Yes,
and I think it might have been, you know, the good choice for him. The Flagellants, they don't have any armor, so cavalry really wrecks them. And now we can actually, you know, sweep from the center and maybe kind of get a flank on these Pistoliers are just engaged, and maybe support even Luan Kerr, who is now fighting, well, Royal Aldorf Griffites. I don't think that's your ideal engagement right there.
No, but he has to hold up this flank, even summoning the Manticore right now. Probably wants to get that warrior priest out of there. He's pulling back his cavalry. I like the charge to the center. He noticed those units were, you know, kind of exposed, but at the same time, his own backline is sort of exposed, and Felkon is using the Pistoliers really well to take this trap offline. Big bombardment here.
Yeah, Sigmar is actually now Sigmar.
Sigmar.
Imagine if it was Sigmar.
Yeah, that would be GG already.
Volkmar now supporting this fight, is popping all of his abilities. Yeah, this is just really hard on the questing knights.
Luen is getting the warrior priest out of there though. That's pretty big, but he needs more cav. More cav is coming in from the questing knights support for Luen. to fight the Royal Altar of Gearfights, and I think the next hit will take care of the Warrior Priest. But meanwhile, the front line is kind of crumbled. The traps are being taken offline. The archers are compromised. No poison support for this engagement. Doesn't look too good.
And I think even if Prussian Prince manages to clean up, the demigryphs, I just don't know if he has anything or enough to munch through all the infantry that's still left on the field for the Empire.
When is going back in onto the demigryphs. But the demigryphs, look at them. They've been fighting for so long, and they only lost 2 models.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he really needed to get his traps, because that's kind of the goal of the 3 trap build. He really needed to shoot the demigryphs and kill some models on them before the engagement, but because of the positioning of the traps and Felkon's very good movement through the forest there, he never really got that opportunity.
Whew. Yeah, and Felkon was constantly healing up the Royal Altar Graphites. So
Yeah.
they really just, kept all the important units there in combat and could just clean up with the rest of his army, I suppose. I wonder if, of course, this is the Shura with Akuda scenario, but what if Prince deployed more away from the forest, not so spread out, kind of in the left corner?
Yeah, Cyphers is saying the same thing. He says they were too close to the forest. That definitely cost them, and there was no way the Empire could have even touched their traps before getting their demis close. So I think, yeah, better deployment would have allowed him to kill some of the demis, and then maybe you win the cav engagement and can win from there. But in the end, like, there were also pistoliers that were diving the back line, and the front line wasn't going to hold very long, and you need to do something about Volkmar, so it's just sort of a threat overload in the end, and kind of difficult to deal with. Even if you have the right deployment, but it definitely would have helped. Felkon 1-0 up, game away from a match against Evenstar.
Prussian Prince filling his pool with high elves and is that dwarfs?
Yes. DW, Dowie, or
Damn.
Dwarfs.
I'm just surprised that Prince is considering them. I guess if you look at faction matchups, it's reasonable, right? But I just don't see Prince playing often with them.
He's been playing a little bit of Dwarfs. It's probably just a case of, it's probably just a case of he wants to play High Elves and then use Dwarfs as a deterrent against things he doesn't want to face.
But against what would you have that? Because, well, I guess if you don't want someone to play Empire, I guess you go like that. But what other faction can you deter with the dwarfs?
Well, Empire was already out.
Yeah, that's
Bretonia,
why,
actually.
question.
Mostly for Bretonia. Because you don't want to face Bretonia with the High Elves, really. Unless you're Cyphers and you can make an epic box in the forest, which we saw last week. Prince
Dark
probably
Elves
doesn't want to
High
play
Elves.
like this. Yeah, classic matchup if you've ever seen one, right?
I played it quite a bit, but mostly against RTK, like Prince, Kafka, Jixie.
So, yeah, Prince definitely has a lot of experience in this matchup because he tends to go High Elf first and then people usually counter with Dark Elves. Let's see if he bounces back after, pretty decisive loss in the first game. Which I think, as people pointed out, was mostly down to his deployment, not really choices made on the battlefield. Evenstar is playing in the Never Chosen final. Well, hopefully he wins fast enough to make it back here. But he definitely should give priority to this tournament. We'll see, though. We'll see. He has to do like 1 or 2 more games. We can fill up that time. Something.
We'll read poems.
Something entertaining.
You don't consider poems entertaining?
Yeah, I mean, they can be, but reading them out loud on the stream might not be the best thing ever.
It's the only thing I'd ever want. Having you read poems to me.
Goes around on demis even though we have 3 more cav. Well, I think that was because of the pistolier pressure. And the fact he also had to do something against the cav. I mean, against the infantry. He already has the prize, so just throw it. Oh yeah, because he qualified for the Ever Chosen. Get it? Then you get the DLC, so you can play it. But let's see if Prince can take it to game number 3 first. He's bringing 3 Dragon Princes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Spearmen.
You're doing my guys?
Yes,
You're
you have to do
faction?
that. You have to do the Dark Elves.
Oh, you're just tormenting me, man.
2 nobles. Don't worry, we'll see more high elves. And Alariel. Yeah, I kind of figured it out as I started doing it. Like, oh, maybe I should leave these to Achilles, but I figured let's just keep rolling with it now. Sorry, Achilles. You know, if you had played the game a little bit more, I would have remembered that you liked the high elf so much. It's 2 Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers as well. The double Noble Chariot is something we don't see that often anymore these days. Let's see if it's still effective. Okay, Dark Elves.
Dark Elves. So, for Felkon, he has 3 Cold One Knights. In the back, he has Dark Rider, Repeater Crossbows. We see 3 Black Arc Corsairs in the back line, and the front line, of course, you know, the very dangerous Dread Spears. We have a Feral Manticore, we have an Assassin. We actually have 2 Feral Manticores. And then as a caster, we see a Sorceress with the Lord of Beast with Flock of Doom and another Manticore summon, of course. And then Lokir Fellheart.
Lokir Fellheart. Oh my god. Felkon trying to entertain with, you know, a pretty thematic army, because it's not just Lokir. It's also the Black Arc Corsair, so it's like Lokir plus his crew. Yeah, we don't see this guy very often. But you know what? He might just work out. He does heal a little bit. He's in melee.
Lokir Fellheart.
Let's see. Look here, Fellheart. This one. Hello, Robert.
All right, let's go.
Well, we'll deal with it when we get there. Random Nicks, let's first see what's going on here. Feral Manticore. Bolt Throwers are opening up fire. Feral Manticore is dodging.
So the problem that I see is that I think the Dark Riders won't have too many problems with actually killing the Eagle Bolt Throwers as soon as the Dragon Princes are gonna have to work against the infantry and against the Manticores and stuff like that.
Yeah, he will definitely have to push out his line a little further, but that will create an extra threat.
Yes.
Which is that the infantry might just wrap around, get onto them. He's doing the right thing right now, I think, shooting at these Cold One Knights, but there's gonna be 3 Manticores coming in, the 2 actual Manticores and the
The thing is,
summon.
you can maybe even have like the summon Manticore just chasing Ariel around as soon as he starts speaking.
Look at the K-Knight Assassin just dodging those nobles. He does cast a Web of Shadows. Like, gonna damage everyone here. It's almost like he was baiting that intentionally. Nice Tempest on the Manticore, but it's gonna dive out of it. Maybe it wasn't that nice after all. Yeah. Big center engagement here. Instantly pops the star. I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I mean, the
No.
Dragon Princes are immediately gonna go in there, and I think it works with a priority. I am not sure.
Yeah,
But it's very well
it heals the... If it's like Invocation, then it heals whatever is closer to the center.
Well, it is healing the Dragon Princess regardless, so
Yeah.
that was very decent. If he doesn't pull out now, though, he's gonna get sandwiched between the between the Gold One Knights, which is exactly happening right now. Alariel did get out of there, though. Yeah, she's going back in. She's feeling confident.
High level play, guys. Everything is fighting in a blob. But yeah, basically what you want to do as the High Elves here is try to get rid of the mobility, and then your chariots can really go to town. Any infantry that's left. But just to take it out first. And right now it doesn't look like this blob fight is going their way. Dragon Prince is of course way better on the charge, but not as good in sustained combat.
Getting really low, and you know, Prince had to shift. Now the backline is basically free. The Eagle Bolt Throwers are going to be taken offline.
Yes.
Alariel gonna try to perhaps salvage the situation, but I don't really see it happening. Is the Summoned Manticore already on the field?
There was one, I believe.
Okay, then yeah, I missed that, I guess.
Or maybe I just thought it wasn't. It was just the sound of the Manticore being summoned. It was haunting my thoughts. But Prince doing a good job here, getting that Sorceress to rout. Still pushing into that blob. Backline is compromised, so he's probably not winning the infantry fight either, so...
Especially not with Murderous Prowess activating.
Oh yeah, that's just salt in the wound right now. He's pulling back his Dragon Prince, so that's probably a good call. But that leaves Alariel pretty exposed, especially with the Manticore coming in. And so the Dragon Princes have to dive back in again to save her. Might be fine though. Looks like he's trying to kill Loki here with the nobles. I'm not sure if that is going to work out. Let's look at Loki. Look at his stats.
As soon as the Dragon Princes are gonna get out of, you know, as soon as they rout or get off the field, it's, yeah.
Big charge by Alariel, double hit on Loki here. Maybe he will go down anyway. Hey, he doesn't heal quickly, remember, it's only 4 hit points per second. Prince might do it, if he can actually kill him, but oh no, the star! Why is it over here? Why is it not healing the noble?
Oh
Alariel.
my.
Prince! No, that must have been a misclick. He's trying to run into it, but that's a lot of wasted healing already, and perhaps worse still, he has to disengage from Loki here. Going back in though.
Loki was actually following. I think he's still at the attack order.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, but oh, this wasted healing, it's so painful. It's not even like it was healing something else.
Deep down, you enjoyed that it didn't.
Not really. I hate wasted potential, even if it's on the Star of Avalorn. That's why it's so painful to see not playing Warhammer, by the way. Loki is routing though, but I don't know if there's any follow-up damage.
Coming in, yeah.
Now Alariel is routing.
Ooh, she might get out now because she was pushed out, but not sure if it's gonna make a big difference.
Both lords are routing currently, but this was a bit of a strange fight, wasn't it? Just one big blob engagement, which could have turned out fine, I think, the Prince, if his healing had been more effective, but that must have been a misclick.
Yeah, and if the Dragon Princes weren't so bogged up in that, you know, do actually some charging.
Yeah, there it goes. Loki here with the win. Felkon takes it 2-0 and will face Evenstar next.
GG.
Right. Good try by Prussian. Probably didn't expect this. I mean, I think none of us expected this. Unorthodox build, but it was a smart build. You had the K-Knight Assassin just debating everyone into that engagement, and then with the Web of Shadows getting some damage early and slowing everything down. Sorceress of Beasts did a good job with the Flock of Doom and the Manticore summons, getting into that back line. And yeah,
The
Dark
real
Riders.
Suicide Squad.
Exactly.